How you doing, folks? It's Joe Value here for Cold Beer Sports on Friday evening with 4 selections for tomorrow, Saturday. No selection for today. Just the way things went, the ground went a bit against a few horses that I fancied, so just left it off. But happy out with the previous day's work. Norley getting the job done. I had 2 selections that day, but the other one didn't run. So hopefully, if you did do the each way double, obviously that all went on to Norley as well, so nice Brucey bonus there. But moving on to tomorrow then, yes, so we'll start off with the earliest one, and it's actually the biggest price horse that I'm tipping tomorrow as well. The name of the horse is High Fibre, and he's running in the 148 at Newmarket. I thought he ran a really good race last time out at York, where he finished 6th. He did finish behind a horse called Herbert's Rain. But I think with this extra furlong and a bit more juice in the ground, I think these two could finish a lot closer. And I'm hoping that High Fibre with Rob Hornby in the plate there for Rolf Beckett can take another step forward. It's a mile nursery. He's running off 75, which is a fair mark, I think. And, he's a solid each way bet there. I'll put him up as a point each way at 8-1. Then moving on to the 155 at Weatherby, and I'm going to select a horse by the name of Maria's Rock. This is the listed race for mares tomorrow, listed hurdles race for mares tomorrow. It's a very good race. I think Nicky Henderson, who trains Maria's Rock, has a really good record in this race throughout the years. And she's priced up around 7-2, 4-1. I know they think the world of her. It's her first run back, so I'll just stick her up as a point win selection. I'm always a bit wary with horses coming back from a break, especially in the national hunt. So, but she has loads of class. She can be a bit free, but it's interesting that the owners have another horse running this race, which is an absolute tearaway front runner. So, Middleton Park own Maria's Rock, and they also have a horse that Donald McCain trains as well. So there's going to be plenty of pace on early here. Not suggesting that the Donald McCain one is a pacemaker or anything, because that has plenty of ability itself. But I think this race should set up well for Maria's Rock, and she can really show what she's capable of. It's interesting that she'd had a wind operation since her last run, and that's actually her second wind surgery she's had so far. So, hopefully if they have all that sorted out there, she could be banged there tomorrow. So that she's a point win there, in around 7-2, 4-1 mark. I think it's fair enough. So moving on to the 230 at Weatherby, a horse called Thomas Darby, classy horse, finished placed in a Supreme a couple of years ago. He stepped up to 3 Mile last year, and I think he really appreciates that trip, and he could make up into a real high class there now over hurdles this year. He's, the ground there is no problem to him at Weatherby. As I said, the trip is no problem, and we're taking on Paisley Park, who connections were citing that they might go over fences with Paisley Park, give that one more try. And when they're doing that, you're wondering, like, to yourself, well, is he the same horse that he was over hurdles a few years ago? Maybe he might be a little bit vulnerable. So I'm going to take him on tomorrow anyway with this Thomas Darby. As I say, he's a classy enough horse on his day. Ollie Murphy's horses are absolutely flying. It is his comeback run for the season as well, but I think he does warrant a 2-point win there, especially how well the trainer is going. The stable is flying. Did another winner there today, so 2 winners there today. I think I'm more than happy to put him on my team tomorrow. And then my final selection will be in the 340 at Musselburgh, a horse by the name of the King of May. Now this horse loves being fresh. Some of his really best performances have been first run of the season, so absolutely no qualms about putting this lad in tomorrow. It's a winnable race. He's on a good mark. Danny McManaman rides for Brian Ellison, who's sure to have him cherry ripe for this race. He's in around, there's 2 bookmakers have priced it up so far. One of them has him 3-1, the other one has him 5-1. Like, anywhere in between is fine, it's no problem whatsoever. He should be very competitive. I'll stick him in there for a point win, and he should be thereabouts. Wouldn't blame anyone if they wanted to do a little Yankee there, see how it goes. But there's my 4 for tomorrow anyway. So it's Joe Value for Cold Beer Sports. It should be back tomorrow evening, I'd say, with a couple of selections for Sunday. So until then, I'll talk to you tomorrow. All the best, Joe Value for Cold Beer Sports.